Hi friends, it's Cricket, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make a really cool, fun Jacob's Ladder toy. It's really cool. It's a little engineering feat. It's super fun. Okay, so in your kit, I gave you 12 of these wood planks. You are going to need from your house, you're going to need a pencil, you're going to need a ruler, and you're going to need a hot glue gun and a workspace. On my workspace, I put some paper down on the table in case I get some hot glue on there. In your kit, I also gave you popsicle sticks. So I know some of our friends have been burned by the hot glue gun. So I'm going to show you a trick with the popsicle sticks on how you cannot get glued or burnt by your hot glue gun. And also you have some ribbon. Your ribbon in your kit has been pre-cut. So what you're going to do, how you know how long your ribbon is for your future projects, you are going to measure your little wood plank. And you can get these wood planks at any craft store. You can also, I've seen these made out of cardboard or foam paper, or even somebody used chocolate bars. So how you do it is you measure whatever it is you are using to make your Jacob's ladder. You're going to measure it. This square is 3 feet wide. So however wide your object is that you're going to be gluing it, you're going to times that times 18. So this is 3, and I multiplied 3 by 18, and I pre-cut your ribbon to match your blocks. So you don't have to cut your ribbon. All right. Oh, yeah, but you are going to need scissors at the end of your project. Okay, so with your ruler, you're going to measure your wood plank, and you are going to find the middle part. So the middle of the 3 is 1.5. So I'm going to make a mark right in the middle. So I'm just going to do 2 right now, but you're going to do this with 6. Only 6 of your wood planks, and you're going to set those planks off to the side. So you're going to have 6 with a mark in the middle, and you're going to have 6 without. All right, so you are now going to take one of your wood planks, and you're going to choose whatever ribbon you want to be in the middle, and you're going to make a line with the glue straight down the middle. So make one nice line of hot glue, and you're going to lay your ribbon on the edge of it, right on top of the hot glue. Try to get your ribbon in the middle as much as you can. Now, I don't want to touch the hot glue, so this is where your hot glue stick comes in, or your popsicle stick comes in. You kind of push it down with the hot glue stick, and now the glue started to cool off, so now I can touch it with my fingers. So there we go. There's our first ribbon right down the middle. And now the other 2 ribbon are going to be facing the other way. So I have 2 other colors here, and they are going to go the opposite direction. So I have my ribbons all set off to the side. They're all ready to go. I'm going to make another line of hot glue, kind of a nice little line there. Lay my ribbon kind of off to the side. Kind of get it off to the side. So my glue actually isn't too hot, so I'm able to touch it with my fingers. But if you're really uncomfortable touching it, use the hot glue stick to push it down, and that way you won't burn your fingers. Okay, so make sure you can see this. All right, so I'm going to make another line off to the side. So choosing my 3rd ribbon here and push it on down. Kind of get it straight, and your ribbons don't have to be perfectly straight. If you can see, my ribbons are not perfectly straight, and that is okay. So this is how your ribbons are always going to be when you're gluing them. 1 in one direction and 2 in the opposite direction. So now I'm going to take one of my little wood planks that do not have a mark on it, and I'm just going to make a line of glue on the edges. So we're going to seal it. So make a nice little line across around the middle, just outline the edges, and then put it on down. Line your plank right on top of it. There we go. So there's one of our blocks. Okay, so now after you glue 2 together, you don't glue this next one. So we're going to lay the ribbons across. We're going to go across here. So I laid them kind of loose. And now I'm going to take one of my planks with the mark, and I am going to lay this one on top. Okay, so my ribbons are kind of loose. I'm going to pull them a little tight, not too tight. You're going to pull them so they are loosely laying on top. You don't want them to be too tight. You almost want a little bit of extra fabric there, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of extra fabric there. I want to make sure, I think my yellow is a little too, my middle one's a little too tight. I've learned that if you pull your ribbon too tight, it won't fold very well. So actually I need to, it glued there. So I need to loosen this one. So you want it to be just a little loose. Okay, so you can see I have my mark right there in the middle. So because you glue two and then you don't glue one. Oops, did I mess it up? No, I didn't mess it up. All right, so if you get messed up, don't get frustrated with yourselves, you guys. As you can see, I mess up myself kind of just very, very loosely. All right, I got it. So here we go. I glued two. I don't glue the next one. Now I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to, oops, making the, bump the camera there. All right. So glue this one down. You want to pull it not too tight. You want it to be a little loose right there. You don't want to be too tight. If it's too tight, your Jacob ladder is not going to flip down. And my ribbon's not all nice and straight, but that is okay. It's still going to work if your ribbon is not straight. So there we go. Just a little bit of glue is enough. I want it to be just a little loose there. And I'm going to move my ribbon down. And maybe that's a little too loose, but that is okay. It's actually better to have it too loose than too tight. Because if it's too tight, it's really hard to get your Jacob's ladder to flip. All right. Here we go. I'm lucky that my hot glue gun is not too hot. I realize I think I must have a low temp hot glue gun, which makes this so much easier. Okay, so there we go. I've glued it. My ribbons are, I have one facing the opposite direction. So now I take a plank without a mark and I'm going to seal it around the edges. And that ribbon is not glued down, but that's okay because when I glue this next plank on, it is going to seal it. Okay, so you try to line it up on the edges as best you can. If it's not perfectly lined up, that is okay. Your Jacob's ladder is going to work. So that is it. That is what you're going to do with all 12 of your wood planks. So you're going to have 6 sets. So your Jacob's ladder is going to have 6 sets of these. So they're going to be looking like this. So it's going to look like, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. So you have all 6. And I'm just going to skip to the end because that's all you're going to do. You're going to be gluing the 2 of them, 2 together, not 1 glued. 2 together, not 1 glued. Oh, now you have glue on the table, but that's okay. So now, when you're done, this is what it's going to look like at the end. After you have glued all 12 of your wood planks and you have 6 segments, you're just going to cut the ends off. You're just going to cut them off really tight, really close. So cut it real close right there. And there we go. You just cut it super close. And that's it. That is what you're going to do to make your Jacob's ladder. It's kind of a long process to get all 12 glued, but that's okay. It's really fun. It's worth it. Oh, so this would be glued down and I would have more. So I'm going to show you what this one looks like. This is what it looks like when it's done, when it's all glued, when all 6 segments are done, because I only did those 2. I didn't finish it. So that is it. That's your Jacob's ladder. I hope you guys have fun. It's a really fun project. And for you guys, it's coming up to the holidays. If anybody ever likes to give gifts, this is a really fun gift. And it's really fun to give to friends and family because It's really fun because you make it yourself and you can tell them that you made them their own Jacob's ladder. All right, my friends, I hope you have fun with your Jacob's ladder. I miss everybody. I can't wait to see everybody at Thrive, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Bye.